Hi all, Jean here. Well, guys, I am actually in the middle of the forest and I've done something that I haven't done in a long time. I'm on take two and believe me, I'm not liking that. I like to just do my video and pray to the heavens that it all work out. But here I am. I'm going to do a little switcheroo. I'm in the middle of the forest and it is gorgeous. Really nice. I took a walk with a friend here a few days ago, and it was so nice that I wanted to come back in. The problem is today, I'm basically, in the forest on my own. So I'm going to give you guys a little peep see. But the truth is, this is so good for my mental health that I thought, you know what? Let's just try again. Let's start over and see how it flows, right? Because it's just so good for my mental health. The thing is, I lost my mic. I lost part of my mic and now I have to buy a new one. So when I'm out and about now, it's a little tricky because I it's a little tricky because I have to shout so that my phone can pick up all my voice and hopefully it doesn't pick up the voice around me, right? So bear with me when I say that I am in the forest, but I'm heading towards the river, which seems to be taking forever now that I'm on my own. But it's so nice outside that why not, right? I wanted to sit on my couch and do this because I'm like, who wants to go outside? But as soon as I arrive outside, I'm like, why didn't I think of coming out before? Because it is just so gorgeous. And bear with me, I'm going to be going back and forth with this because I'm wondering if you can see all the light and all the beauty that I can see here. So I'm going to go back and forth with that. But maybe we should call this segment Alone in the Woods and see what would happen. But normally out here, we get people with their dogs. This is a nice spot for people with their dogs, especially for people that want to take their dogs off leash. So you would find that back here a lot. People walking with their dogs. I just ran into a woman earlier. However, as I mentioned, I'm heading down to the river and I think I'm almost there. But because I'm walking on my own, it seems like it's a very long walk, which would take me to, yep. So now I'm at an intersection. I'm at an intersection. I can go right or I can go left. And for now, I think I'm going to choose. Should I choose the left part? Yeah. Okay, let's choose this part for now. I'm making up my mind. Anyways, I wanted to chat today about this idea of doing the work. And what I mean by that, I mean by doing the heart centered work. What is your take on doing the heart centered work? Could you see the mountain right up here? Yeah, my this thing have a bit of a filter on it, but it works so beautiful. Yeah, so what is your take on doing the work? And are you one of those people? Look at this tree. What do you think, guys? This is the base of the tree. I'm sorry, I am getting you guys all distracted, but anyways, yeah, talking about doing the work. Are you one of those people that start something creatively and then leave it and then start something else and then leave it and then start something else? Or are you one of those people that start it, but when you just before you get to the finish line, you abandon ship? Most of us really and truly, it depends on what it is we start. Just before we get to the 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 end line, we would abandon ship. There's two paths here. Again, I'm gonna choose this one that goes down here. I'm not sure where we are going, but here we are, and this path now is leading back this way. I feel like I'm lost back here. Um, but anyways, it's a possibility I'm going in a circle. There's another path here, and this one is leading. I'm going to go this way. Guys, I think I'm kind of going around in circle, and I might get myself lost in the back here, in the middle of the woods on my own, having a conversation about yeah, I'm going to go back this way, obviously. I was going that way this way. And as I mentioned, I was walking with a friend 2 days ago, and the road was very much clear on where we were going. And I came back on my own today, but obviously I'm getting myself lost in all the trails that is out here. But at least the good news is there are trails, and one of them should at least take me out at some place or at some point. But let's get back to the point. Um, when do you normally give up when you're doing something creative? Like, when do you, um, yep, so this is where I'm at now. So I think I'm just maybe closer to the river. I'm going to walk this way and see what's going on over there. And then I'm sorry if I keep turning this back and forth, but it's just me. You guys might as well enjoy the scenery with me. So, as I say, when you're doing the walk, where do you get to that you stop or you give up or you think you cannot go anymore? Now, I am a true believer that when you are doing the work, the heart-centered work, that's what I'm pointing to. When you're doing your heart-centered work, or when you're putting your best foot forward to accomplish something, if you're doing the work, chances are you're going to be successful with whatever that work is. Ultimately, if you stick with it, if you continue doing it, you would eventually get to the place where you are successful with that work. And I'm saying all of that to say, I was talking to um, my good friend this morning, and in the conversation, this friend of mine's is walking through something and is at the last part of it. But there is a little bit of a roadblock with this friend. We came across, just a small roadblock. And what I was saying is that every once in a while, when something is worth doing, you would come up against a roadblock. It's like you have no choice. You would come up against a roadblock, but because this thing is important to you, you're not going to allow it to, you're not going to allow the roadblock to stop you. Um, like I am doing right now in the middle of, you guys, in the middle of all this gorgeousness, and turn the camera this way and that way. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to even post this because it seems like it's all over the place, and so am I. And I'm in the middle, obviously, of the river now, and I was about to get off here, but because I'm not sure where I'm going, but also because obviously there is lots of footprint here. I'll show you. See, there's lots of footprint because, as I mentioned, people come out and hang out with their dogs and all these things all the time. And I was looking for a specific spot, which I haven't found. But yesterday on my walk, there was a chair that was obviously somewhere on the side that I cannot see anymore. But now I'm seeing where me and my friend got to. We had to turn around at some point yesterday because of elk, and I hope I don't have to turn around today on my own. But I am definitely going to come off here and go back onto the path and just take a path and stay on it. You see what I mean, right? When you're doing the walk, you come up against roadblock, literally, as I speak on it, and you can give up. But here is the gig. If I give up on my roadblocks, then I am truly would be stuck on this road, I would be out here on my own if I give up on the roadblock. But if I continue on the path that someone has already made for the day, I should be somewhere coming out ahead, right? So that's my thing for the day. Sorry. Ah, and here I am again. There's so much fog in the road back here. Geez, talk about going somewhere and getting somewhere and then seeing all the fog in the road. You know, I'm looking at all the fog in the road. Um, yeah, keep this on one side. Um, yeah, so when you put all the work into doing something and you're almost there, you know, if you usually um say for instance you're a marathon runner and you go and run a marathon. I actually have run one in this lifetime already, which I don't know, I don't think I'll do another one. But again, um I have to turn this for you guys. Look at where I'm at. Could you guys see the river? And it's just going down. So I'm right. This is actually the Bow River, and it's just going all the way down. And I'm just going to follow it because I'm going down too, right? So let's just follow it. Me and I'm just going to call this the adventure. You know, this is what I'm going to call it, the adventure, the outside adventure that I took you guys on. And somehow I made it to where I wanted to make it and get back onto the trail, which is this is the other side of the trail. But obviously, I'm on